Her happiness, her joy, everything about her was contagious.
Her little smile would light up a room.
For Nathan and his mom,
Her smile always lit up a room.
Keisha,
He was younger, then here go one of him and her.
the past few months
That I just never would have assumed this would be the last picture me and her take together.
have moved slowly, learning to live without Brianna Brown.
Last thing I got to do with her was give her a hug before she left. Then the next day, that's when I found out everything happened.
On May 26th, at just 30 years old, Brown was shot and killed at her home in Clifton Heights.
Her body laid in front of the door where she lived.
With no arrests in the case, her family has been left with unimaginable grief,
These right here is her ashes, both of these. Got her ashes in it.
fear,
If they was bold enough to shoot and kill my daughter in broad daylight in front of her door, who's to say I'm not gonna be out here on the streets and they know I'm her mother and they kill me?
and waiting.
And we have no answers. That's the hardest part to deal with.
As the pain became crippling,
It's gonna be a little bit different. I'm in a conference room. I haven't shown my screen yet to let you know, okay?
the mother and son knew it was time to get help.
Nathan, how are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling so decent, I guess. It's probably the best I can put it.
Finding some solace
Kind of
here
like neutral?
Yes, sir.
in weekly therapy sessions with Jonathan White
say
through
no,
Norton
sir.
Healthcare.
It's like a family, an extended family, because for most people, they don't have the supports that would be able to understand them from a grief perspective.
I couldn't really say no sadness, but I'm learning how to
At 19,
deal with it in portions.
Nathan is one of the youngest in the
Like
group.
waves, but rather
And then
like
when I
small
saw
ripples
him,
that come in every now and then.
And there was not a lot of light in his eyes. And I could feel his pain just by standing there next to them.
By making the meetings part of his regular routine, Nathan is slowly learning how to cope without his big sister next to him.
I just try to get my mind used to the ability to, remember and rekindle good memories I had with her. So knowing that there's people who experience this means I'm not like an outcast or alienated from, what I'm feeling.
Therapeutic, and we also talked about how
The Tuesday
laughter
support
opens
group
up and
began in
expands the world.
2021.
I hear people learning to manage the thoughts.
With just a few
managing
people
the
meeting
negativity.
virtually
Remember
during the
what-
pandemic.
I've learned
Over
is
time, it has
the
grown,
chaplain actually at the hospital.
calling
went in.
attention to the importance of mental
All
health
you gotta do is just trust him.
Yes, ma'am.
and the impact of trauma,
I feel like I'm being understood. I feel like I'm listening.
especially among minority communities.
Because we're able to break those generational cycles, right? We're able to say, here is a black male that is actually getting help at an early age, which changes the life trajectory. Flow, hands down, midway. Hoping that this shines light and give a human perspective, and maybe that person that's thinking about using a gun today will see the impact that this has on the individuals and maybe change his mind. Breathe in.
Helping families, praying for closure.
Exhale. In.
What would an arrest in your daughter's case mean for both of you?
She got some type of justice. We got some type of justice.
To keep fighting another day.
You guys are awesome. You're my everyday heroes, and I will see you guys next week.
With photojournalist Darius Bowie,
Bye.
Grace Haba, WDRB News.